Lil Baby dropped his new album Wham last week, and a lot of people, including myself, had written off Lil Baby and thought that his best days were behind him. With recent singles not performing too well, and superstar Bad Bunny dropping 2 days after Baby, Lil Baby had a tough release week. A lot of people thought that Baby was done. He was on the road to falling off, honestly, but after the first week sales came back, it looks like he's still here to stay. Or is he? You see, while Lil Baby might have sold well with this album, he hasn't fixed the issue at hand with his career at the moment. If you're new here, it's nice to have you. My name's Ron. I upload 3 videos on hip-hop every week, and I'm glad you're here. If you're already subscribed, it's nice to see you again. I hope your day's going well so far, bro, and thank you for coming back to another video. I really appreciate it. Real quick, before we dive in, I'm going to be giving away a vinyl record of the winner's choosing on January 31st on my channel. I'll tell you more about it later in the video so I don't take up too much of your time right now. Lil Baby dropped his album Wham on January 3rd, 2025. The first major release by a mainstream artist this year, showing that Baby wanted to set the tone for the year and really show fans how he's coming nowadays. The running narrative around Lil Baby for the last few months has been that he's falling off. Fans were growing tired of Lil Baby's repetitive sound, and every record he was dropping was charting for a week and falling off the next week. Not a good sign for an artist who has numerous hits under his belt already. He went into this album completely cold, but even though he didn't have a hot record and he was really only riding off the band for band wave, Lil Baby dropped his album Wham anyway, and to a lot of people's surprise, it sold 145K first week. Now, why is this surprising? You see, the perception on Lil Baby has completely shifted over the last 2 to 3 years. With academics leading the charge as Lil Baby's biggest hater, Lil Baby was facing the Piano G and DaBaby allegations of always sounding the same on every track. Fans had gotten so used to Lil Baby's sound, and like any other artist in his position, it's a hard narrative to escape. Not only that, but Lil Baby was dropping arguably bad songs with singles like Hey and Touchdown just not sticking and Touchdown not even charting. And even unreleased records, it felt like snippets were getting hated on. Recently, Lil Baby previewed Say Twin off the album and was getting flack for it not being a great song. So basically, not many people were expecting Lil Baby to sell 100K and up. They were expecting him to, do in that 7, or at least personally, I was expecting Lil Baby to do in that 70 to 90K range. I wasn't really expecting him to do well because he just wasn't coming in with a hot single. And Lil Baby's always a guy that comes in with a hot single with every album. And it just seems like he always has something to ride off going into his albums. But if you really look at the 145K first week, it's really all optics. The issue at hand is still looming over Lil Baby. Lil Baby still doesn't have a hit. He sounds uninspired. And sonically, the album just wasn't great. Lil Baby sounded like someone who's really lost, wanting to continue to make bangers and be at the top of the game, but the music just isn't hitting like it did in 2020. Don't get me wrong, bro. Some of the recent Lil Baby tracks are tough, but overall, it just feels like he's regressing as an artist. This album sonically isn't that great, and personally my least favorite Lil Baby album, but after giving it a few spins, I think it's one that'll come and go, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because the album didn't flop numbers-wise, but I definitely don't think it's one that'll have much impact on his career in a positive light. I think the biggest thing holding Lil Baby back is the people around him. Some of the records we've gotten over the past year have sounded so low effort and just obviously trying to catch a hit rather than making good music. There's no way that Lil Baby's crew and team thought Hey was a hit or Say Twin is a hit. I just think that Lil Baby needs more people willing to push and criticize some of the music. To me, Lil Baby feels like a prime example of a rapper who treats rapping like a 9 to 5. Bro clocks in, makes a couple songs, and clocks out. I think this is even more apparent after his interview with Lil Yachty, where he said to this day that he doesn't really know much of the production or music theory side of making the music. He said he doesn't know what a hi-hat is, how to add reverb, or he hasn't even sat with the producer to input while they cook up a beat and just, sort of co-produce a beat with them. If you don't study your own craft, how can you expect to be the best? I've always been of the opinion that the best rappers also produce, not like exclusively produce their own music or make all their own beats, but at least have that knowledge of music production that allows you to contribute to the music way more. Not knowing this stuff is basically saying that you go into the studio, rap, and let the producers do their thing for the rest of the session. But at the same time, watching the interview, I really appreciated the honesty from Baby. The way that he came across is definitely from a wanting to learn perspective, and it seems like he's wanting to improve this aspect of his craft. But at this point, Lil Baby's been in the game 8+ years, but better late than never, I guess. Another issue with Lil Baby is his beef with academics. Don't get me wrong, I don't think Academics was single-handedly responsible for changing the narrative around Baby, but their beef has been anything but good for Lil Baby. Every time that he's in the news or releasing music, shit, just even previewing music, his biggest hater is always on the forefront talking about it on stream. And it's not just that he's talking about Lil Baby, it's the fact that he's going out of his way to say that Lil Baby fell off, lost his touch, and just can't sell records anymore. I think beefing with the biggest hip-hop media outlet can't do you any career favors. All the clips of Act talking about Lil Baby over the past few years have definitely made their rounds on social media, and even just watching Act streams, the chat goes crazy on Lil Baby every time he's mentioned. Had they reconciled, or if QC cut Act a check, I think this album would have been talked about in a lot more positive light by Act. I'll play Act's thoughts on the albums in case you were curious.
The reality of the fact is this new album, it lacks so many things. It lacks originality. It lacks a cohesive message that he promised in interviews. It lacks soul. It lacks all of the things that we thought he was going to bring. It's a weak album. It's an album propped up by features. This is DJ Khaled. It's a DJ Khaled album, except you got Khaled rapping this time. And that's Lil Baby. I'm sorry to tell y'all. So I don't know if y'all want me to tell y'all different, but it is what it is. It's not that good of an album. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Lil Baby, if he's going to be honest with himself, and if he gets mad at this, me and we talked on the phone. He got my number. We could text each other. He texted me not too long ago. But I'm going to be honest with music. I'm taking all personal shit out of it. I'm being honest with music. I think Lil Baby should be in a finding himself period.
Now, before we get into what Lil Baby can do to fix the narrative around him, let me tell you a little bit more about this giveaway. On January 31st, I'm going to give away a vinyl record of the winner's choice. All you have to do is be sub to the channel and comment your favorite album under this video, or the album you'd pick if you won. If you share the video with someone and they drop a vouch in response to your comment, that's an extra entry. You can do this as much as you want, so to get as many entries as you want, so you can really share this with all your friends and get, 30 plus entries. It doesn't have to be an exclusively rap album either. I know some of y'all are bumping Claro on your free time. I'm going to put every single entry and every single person's name into a randomizer and pick a winner. This is one of my New Year's resolution. I want to do some type of giveaway every month as a thank you to you guys for supporting the channel. So that giveaway will be on the 31st. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for all your support and watching, and good luck. And with that being said, let's get right back into the video. If we took a look back at Lil Baby's last album, It's Only Me, it sold 216K first week. To drop all the way down to 145K is a pretty significant drop. And if Lil Baby doesn't make changes soon, we're going to keep seeing this trend. But what can he do? First, Lil Baby needs to take a hiatus. He needs time away completely from the music and just completely from the industry. As a musician, you need to give fans an opportunity to miss you. And I honestly can't think of a time in the last 8 years where Lil Baby's been away. He's always been around somehow, dropping music, Icebox YouTube videos, or just saying some funny shit that goes viral. He also needs to stand on his own. We don't want to see a future collab album or a bunch of Thug verses on your singles. We want Lil Baby. We need a Lil Baby solo hit, an emotionally scarred, a freestyle. We don't want another Wham getting a bunch of industry features to help you boost you up. I'm really interested in seeing an 8 to 10 track Lil Baby solo project. I want to see what Lil Baby can do on a full project alone with just like a producer outside of his normal realm. It'd be really cool to hear, and I think it'd really push Lil Baby outside of his comfort zone. Lastly, I think Lil Baby needs to reconcile with Academics. I think that you need to at least get cordial with Ac. As a rapper in Lil Baby's position, you don't want to be you don't want somebody like Academics clowning you all the time. It's bad optics and does influence fans' listening habits. As much as Ac says that he doesn't impact what the fans listen to, he does. Mainly younger ones. If someone you consistently watch is always saying that somebody is trash and not worth listening to, eventually you agree with them or at least start to see their side of it. And just, not even check out the music. It's a subconscious thing. Like, if somebody's continuously saying that Lil Baby's ass and you're watching them every day and you're a big fan of them, over time, you're going to see a Lil Baby release and be like, it's probably mid. I'm going to skip over it. But that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm just hating on Lil Baby way too hard. Maybe he'll get a hit off this album that'll go number 1. And maybe Lil Baby just, goes on to break every record Drake's ever set and just be the next GOAT. But we'll never know till we get there. I'm really interested in knowing what you guys think. I'd love to start a discussion with you guys in the comments. It's always nice talking to you guys about these topics in the comments. So be sure to comment below. Also, don't forget to comment your favorite album down below so that you get an entry into the giveaway. And share this video with a friend so you can get extra entries. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way through. I appreciate you guys liking the video and subscribing if you did enjoy the video. And also, I'm debating on doing the giveaway on a live stream or just, posting a video and then announcing it at the beginning of the video. Y'all let me know what you would rather see. I'm leaning more towards making the video and just announcing it. But I am working on getting a setup so I can start doing live streams. I want to start listening to your guys' music. If any of you guys make music or any of you guys are aspiring musicians, I'd love to hear you guys, what you guys have made, and sort of, just give you guys an opportunity to play that music in front of a couple more people. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for liking the video and subscribing. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.